What's happening, everyone? JayShockblast here, and check it out. Last week, I got to go to Chicago on a top secret mission to visit NetherRealm Studios. Thanks to the folks at WB, we got to tour the studio. We got to watch the Johnny Cage trailer with Ed Boon himself, and we got to play Mortal Kombat 11. And you probably or possibly have already seen some of my videos. I know I'm not that good, but I had fun playing it. And I can't thank WB Games enough for flying me out to Chicago to play it. We got to do a tour of the studio. As I mentioned, they gave me this sweet beanie and or hat, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And these are some of the videos I was allowed to take. At one point in the video, it kind of gets a little janky, and that's because I accidentally hit the slow motion button, and I had to speed it up. But, man, Mortal Kombat 11 is amazing. The folks at NetherRealm are amazing. I got to go to Goro's Lair, and, like, how cool is that? Got to play, you know, Mortal Kombat 1 through 4 on the arcade cabinet. Like, so cool. Yeah, it's been so hard to not be able to talk about this for the last week. But NetherRealm is great. Thank you so much for your hospitality. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos and the sneak peeks at Cassie Cage, Johnny Cage, and Kano. And let's go ahead and check out the tour.
This main hallway is built to be picture-friendly. This is awesome and totally free for that. The entry we try to have as the, you know, it's the WB logo there. It's fun to be part of that family, but our logo on the other end, NetherRealm, we still have our own kind of way in this world. You can always hit it later, but when you came in, that rating up front, that is actually the original costume that they used to shoot the pictures for the originals. And then the Goro is from the movie. We saw it online for sale, so we bought it. It worked, but then it started falling apart. It's put in glass and everything. Because it's from, what was that, 1992, 3, 4? I don't even know the years. Whatever the first movie was. So it's very old, so the things they use then are starting to fall apart. So that's from the original movie. Also, when we joined Warner Brothers, we moved into this building and built it out. So we kind of like, what is the cross kind of between games and movies? You'll see the movie pictures kind of look there with MKX. Back on these two, you'll see Injustice 2. We'll do new MK11 ones to replace those.
Today I'm very pleased to bring you a tour of NetherRealm Studios. One brother was kind enough. Hey guys, it's History Behind Warrior, and today I'm very pleased to bring you all a tour of NetherRealm Studios. One brother was very kind enough to fly me out to One was very kind to fly me out to Chicago and actually give me the opportunity to explore the NetherRealm Studios and record some exclusive gameplay which we will be seeing soon. So without any further ado, I'll take you through the tour of the studio, and please do enjoy. Yeah. Take you through it stuff on the fly.
No, I'm really finished the video.
Oh, I broke these legs over my bed. My buddy Jake.
That was not great, but
All the way back to the beginning. I'm sure we can find it.
I'm with Alan.
Okay, you're TetraNinja.
Yeah.
Okay, hi.
I made it.
We're putting bags down over
Okay.
there.
Did he do forms? He said he's with that WB person.
Hey, how are you?
You're welcome.
So we're missing Kathleen some neon. Yes. We're gonna get some neon. Yes. We're gonna get neon your video game sign. What's all that?
Hey,
What's the grid, dude?
yeah,
Let's
just go wait until.
Yeah, no, the grid.
build the grid.
Where's freaking War? The one we had. War's not Midway. Really.
Oh, the MK4 Road Tour.
I remember that, dude. They stopped at the golf land.
It was literally the same game. What the heck?
No, not. Just did a different company.
But
the best part of this room is? The floor. Oh. The arcade-ass arcade floor.
I missed the arcades.
It had to be vacuum.
Preserve that. That's the whole point.
It wasn't a real fast.
Like a hokey.
Yeah,
And those little cramming that your grandma had.
yeah, right. The concert's over. You might as well just pick it up with your friends.
Yeah.
And the marquees on it.
No, just take it on.
And then I hope that he's turned off.
Sorry.
This man is playing Gallagher. Don't think we notice.
When we built this in 2009, it was one of the country's most state-of-the-art. We are no longer one of the most state-of-the-art, but we're just state-of-the-art. I forget the number count, but it's a lot of cameras. We can actually do our full studio meeting in here. This is one of the big things. We built this studio. We wanted our own motion capture studio. We actually brought back one of the E3 banners from MK9. That's one of the banners with the shadow spine rip thing. But when it hangs all the way down, it actually interferes with the top row of cameras because we record that from every angle. So we had to rig a system to pull it up to the ceiling. We have a garage door here, so if we need to bring in a horse or a motorcycle, that's been done. Or anything, we have a door to bring anything big we need in and out. There aren't as many stickers on the floor as you normally see. Usually there's a ton of stickers. You can kind of see some of the outlines of them. We're like the stand, so everybody always comes back to the exact spot. When they reset, it's always the same. It makes animating a little bit easier. We can film all of story mode in here. We can have up to, I think, 10 actors all suited up at the exact same time and all shoot in here at the same time. So we can shoot all of story in here. All the characters are shot in here. Everything in the game is motion captured in this room. We have it on both big screens there so that the actors can see what's going on. For the story mode, they can see the animatics and the things like that for what the scenes are looking like. For combat, they can see reference of what we're talking about, and they can actually see their performance back after the move. What did it look like? Oh, I want to try that again. We'll have to cycle people through. I'm going to open the door here to the prop room. So we do a lot of things with actual props. So like when you see someone with a gun or a sai or a sword, we have real ones in the room because we want that weight. People do emotion very differently if they're pretending to hold something versus actually holding like a 10-pound sai. I'll pass some of that stuff around because they're heavy. All of our fake guns are weighted correctly so that you feel it. You'll see lots of shoulder pads and helmets because a lot of times we actually do the impact. Because again, it's a different motion of faking an impact versus doing it. And we try to be safe for bigger things like swords. We'll actually just cheat and offset them so they can actually follow through because we're not going to take chances with a sword. Prop rooms in here. From a safety perspective, obviously, you can see tons of shoes all marked up. We got a bunch of new suits, shoes, because we got to accommodate any actor's sizes. Tons of mats. Inner tubes are great things for putting around people to avoid impacts. Let's see, here's the side. I always love that. Like, here's an example, like when we use the side, you can touch a little bit, just how heavy it is. We want people to feel that actual weight of an item when they're passing it or using it. Guns are similarly weighted to the correct sizes. All these helmets with the big fancy face rig, if I can do one without breaking it. These are for the actors when we're doing story, and they put these on, and then there's a camera right here that captures their face. So it gives us a baseline for the facial animation we do. We have a very intricate facial animation system, so they wear these helmets through the whole shoot and act with that camera pointed right at their face, so we always have all that facial reference for all of the facial animation and story. So we're actually having them do it. So even these like toy guns, that's broken. But it's still like you feel the weight of it. It still acts as a real weight, so that they have that when they do it. This neat device is similarly used when we're doing story mode. I forget the name of VCam maybe. So the director can actually have it, the actors doing the scene, and then he can hold this and actually see what the framing will look like, so we can move kind of back and forth and move people around. So it really helps, even with just like with a movie production. They can actually see what the framing will look like when the actors are doing it and have them move closer, further, for the sake of it, so we don't have to move around as much when it's in the actual animation. Stairs, we usually build a lot of our own props. We once built a fake helicopter in there from, God, I don't remember which game that was, MKX? Yeah, I think we had a bunch of helicopter scenes. We built a fake helicopter. We wanted people getting in and out properly. So I'll get out of the way so you guys can cycle. You can take pictures in here. There's tons of old props and camera stuff, but yeah, staffs. I'll get out of the way, but yeah, a lot of mats in here right now, mostly for safety.
I'm sorry.
I'm carrying Striker confirmed and Molina confirmed, bro. I don't know where to put it.